morning, everybody. I'm Tom with KyPowersports, and we are back outside today on the trail a lot, and I wanted to introduce you guys to a trailer that I don't think we've done a video on yet. Actually, this is a Nomad trailer. We've got about 5 of these things on our yard. So this trailer is actually made by Stealth. It's a toy hauler trailer, so for your side-by-sides, motorcycles, and things of that nature. So, but they also have a lot of amenities. As we move over to one I've actually got opened up, you can see that we've got your standard ramp. We've also got here the transition ramp from the ramp to the ground. And just kind of continuing around the outside of the trailer. Want to make sure to point out LED lights. You do have LED lights on this thing all the way around. Your sides, the aluminum, it's a screwless laminated aluminum package. This particular one is a blacked out package, so I've got the black aluminum wheels on this thing. That is a 5,000-pound Dexter torsion axle on both of these axles. And of course, they also have electric brakes. Both axles have electric brakes. You can kind of see a window here that we'll point out once we get back to the inside. As we walk around the trailer a little bit more, these things are actually pre-wired for your cable TV. So here's one of your cable outlets. There's another one on the other side. We've also got your electrical hookup so you can hook up to your generators, or if you're at an RV park or something like that where they have the hookups, you'll be able to do so without any problems. Another cool thing about this trailer is we actually on the front of it have exterior or outside showers. So we got the ability to shower outside as well as inside, which we'll show you. This little door here is actually your fill for your fresh water tank. I'm going to show you that in a second, but your fresh water tank is actually a 30-gallon tank. The trailer is also wired for solar power. Now, we don't have the solar panels on it, but if it's something you decided you wanted to do at some point, it's already actually pre-wired. Got your generator rack, your propane rack. You can see how heavily this thing's built. And as we come on around here in the V-nose, it's got a 30-inch slant nose on it. You've got a storage area, which actually this storage area handles or carries your in the V-nose, you actually have your freshwater tank. I mentioned it's a 30-gallon tank. And then your pump is actually hidden up underneath here. And then there's some additional storage on the front as well. As we come into the trailer, you can see the interior is actually all finished. The interior walls actually have a 3/8 Georgia-Pacific Dry Max material on them. Your framing on these trailers are all steel. The walls are 16 inches on center. Your floors are actually 16 inches on center. Now your roof is actually 24 inches on center, but one thing about the exterior on the roof that I didn't mention is it is actually a one-piece roof that's seamless. There's no seams in your roof, so that will reduce any leaks you might have. Coming on in the trailer, you can see that we have some D-rings here. We also have bunks. On both sides, they're a 72-inch bunk, and you can see we've got this one set up as a couch, but you can actually turn this into a bed. Of course, you get your legs down. There you go. So now you've got your bunk. So both sides will go from a bunk to a couch. Also on the floor, we've got 3 pieces that are actually 10-foot long E-track, along with your D-rings that are on the floor as well, on both ends. And as we keep coming up towards the front of the trailer, one thing I want to point out is we've got AC in this unit. Here's that window we were talking about that you can see from the outside. But we've got AC. We've actually got heat. We've got smoke detectors. Your area between the your wheel wells actually is about 81 inches too of storage space as we're moving forward. Here's your propane tanks that actually come with it. As we come all the way up towards the front, the storage area between your kitchenette and then your trailer is about 15 feet. So this trailer is actually a 20-footer, so you got about 15 feet of actual storage on the back, and then everything else storage in front is going to be more in line with your living quarters. So it's also wired for stereo. You got USB ports here on your stereo. Right behind me, you may have already seen it, is a television. The television is actually on a swivel, so you can actually move that around. Keep the kiddies busy or whatever. If you're spending the night, then you can get into the can watch some television. We have a 2-burner stove up front, sink, microwave, some additional storage. Now I mentioned that it had a 6-gallon hot water heater, which is going to be kind of hard to see, but it's tucked way up underneath the your counter space there. And then we've also got a mini fridge. That's approximately 6 cubic feet. Now, obviously, if we're out riding in the mud, we already noticed we had outside showers, but we actually have a bathroom up here towards the front. It's got a shower, basically a one-man shower. You've got your toilet, and also you've got a medicine cabinet. So now, the other thing I need to mention is, now that we're up here looking at this part of it, is up underneath the trailer, you do have a gray 40-gallon waste tank. So we got to have those, right? So now, I know we mentioned a waste tank. This actually gauge here will help you measure how much you actually got in your freshwater tank and your waste tank when it's lit up and working. In addition, here's your switch for your hot water heater to turn that on and off. One last thing I want to mention real quick about these Nomad trailers is they are actually lined with polystyrene insulation. That's going to make a big difference when you're trying to keep your trailer cool on those hot days and also warm on those cold nights. Now, I've got about 5 of these in stock right now. They're going to range anywhere from 18 foot on up to about 28 foot. Different price ranges depending on what accessories or maybe even what axles are on these trailers. Come on down to KyPowersports, just inside Kentucky Gun Company. Ask for myself, ask for Cole. Let us put a deal together that is right for you. Thanks for watching our videos.